hello. Thank you for tuning in. It's Faith again here. I hope you've been well. It is February, the month of love. I hope you've had a good start of the year and that you're looking forward to the rest of the year, to getting on to the things you want to do, to fulfilling your goals and your dreams. Without further ado, I want to talk about how an African lady should carry herself. Hence the head wrap. You can see that, right? This topic, I've been thinking about it for quite a while. People hear I'm an etiquette coach and they assume that everything I teach is, from the Western world. But you'll be very surprised about how things relate, okay? How things relate, how our behaviors relate, how our culture relates. At the end of the day, it's all about respecting others. It's all about treating others well, making others feel comfortable around you. It's about portraying the best of yourself. So today, I want to talk about how an African lady should portray herself. My point number one is inner peace. Yes, I started with that. Inner peace, I'm really about that. And if you look at my previous video, I'm really about you, yourself, your inside. And if you have inner peace as a woman, as a lady, you'll be able to portray the best of yourself. So find that peace, lose the anger, lose the unforgiveness, and find that inner peace. You'll be the best friend, you'll be the best sister, the best daughter, the best colleague, the best boss, the best mom. Whatever you are in life, you'll do it to the best of your ability because you have found peace. You have that inner peace that nobody can take away from you. And you'll have this glow, you'll have this aura, I should say. You'll have this positive vibe, and that's what I want to push to, the positivity that comes with inner peace, okay? That's how a true African lady should be. Have that peace, which also leads to the gracefulness, I should say, okay? So find that inner peace, whatever it is that brings negativity around you, try to get rid of it. If you have a choice, find whatever makes you peaceful. How do you wake up in the morning? I talked about that. How do you go to bed at night? The words that you speak, the things that you think about yourself. Is it positive thoughts or negative thoughts? How you think about your future? Find peace. And that peace will make you glow anyway. You'll have better skin. So an African lady has this inner peace. So search for that. And then an African lady, is always well groomed. No matter where you go around Africa. I am from Uganda, okay? But wherever you go, a lady, a woman has to be well groomed. A lady has to be well groomed. So your grooming matters right from the head to the toes. Your nails, your skin, your body odor. The clothes that you wear. Do you have a loose button? I always talk about that. Do you have a loose hem? An African lady. And a lady, the key word is lady. Okay, the key word is lady, is always well groomed. Grooming has a lot also to do with the shoes that you wear at times. If your shoes are too scruffed up at times, fix them. Try to fix them, polish them. Watch the heel. If the heel has run out, you can replace it. If you still have that pair of shoes, those little things matter. How clean are your clothes? And this affects your family as well. I'll talk about that later. But you have to be well groomed. Shape your eyebrows. Those are little tricks I give women because many say that, but Faith, I can't do makeup all the time. No, you don't have to. Have a shaped eyebrow and have some lipstick on. That's very good for you, okay? But don't keep your hair weaves on too long. I've had some men who talk about that quite a lot. Be well groomed the minute you step out of the house. Grooming is also to do with, the clothes that you wear, meaning are you wearing clothes that are your size? If you always wear a size too small, that means that your clothes are always ill-fitting, too squeezed, it's always way mid-thigh, yet you're above a certain age, or your cleavage is always out because everything is so tight, your bra straps are always showing. No. a lady, an African lady, is well groomed. And this came from our mothers, it came from our grandmothers, it came from way, 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 way back. You know, I have talked about having a bath. Yes, twice a day. Twice a day. I talk about grooming. When I get into the deeper side of grooming, I remind ladies that a body mist, perfume is not deodorant. So you do need deodorant. Okay? So ladies, please, your grooming is quite key. Then your wardrobe, I talked about that a bit in the previous point. Your wardrobe as well as an African lady. When you walk through the door, what do people perceive? What do they think of you? Okay, first of all, if you are a career woman, if you are a corporate woman, I always tell you that you dress for the job you want, not for the one you have right now. So does your wardrobe speak that? Are you decent? Are you decent? Are you decent? Do you know the difference between clothes you wear for evening and clothes you wear during the day? Is there a difference between your wardrobe, you know, with that? Your evening wear and your day wear, is there a difference? You know, so what does your wardrobe look like? You need to replace a couple of clothes. Are they worn out? Things like that. Those are all in my previous videos about your wardrobe. But as a lady, that really, really speaks of who you are. Ladies, your wardrobe also speaks volumes about what you feel like on the inside. Okay, remember that your wardrobe speaks a lot. So, what you wear, what people see. What people see is how they'll perceive you. Again, with first impressions, when you walk through the door, what do people perceive? So before you step out of your house, you look at yourself in the mirror. Have a full-length mirror at home, ladies, so you can see yourself from the front, and then you turn to the back so you can see what people are going to see at the back. Remember, no panty lines, right? No visible panty lines. So our point number 4, for a lady, an African lady, is your posture and deportment. This basically means how you walk, how you sit. You know, what's your posture like? What's your posture like? I have this. You know, this is part of my classes for ladies, for young ladies, and for older ladies. Surprisingly, yes. How you sit matters. Your shoulders straight, your chin straight, your shoulders straight, tummy tucked in always. That's very good for your tummies, by the way, ladies. If you walk with your tummy tucked in, it's very good for your muscles. It keeps them nice and taut, yeah? Anyway, so your posture, that's part of your body language. What do people read? As an African lady, you need to speak confidence. And your posture shows whether you're confident or not confident about who you are. So the way you sit, if you slack at the back, you always like that, whatever it is, how do you sit and how do you walk? I tell ladies that sandals aren't good, flat shoes aren't good for you to practice your walking. You'll be very surprised what a tiny little heel can do for you. First of all, you're elevated, your legs seem longer, and you have a nice sway as you walk as a lady. And a lady always has a good sitting posture. Knees are always together, no matter what. So you never have your knees apart. All right, ladies, never have your knees apart. Some ladies confuse this with their ankles. So they assume if their legs are crossed, then that's sitting well. No, your knees are always together. So practice that. Your legs are going to hurt, but get used to that. That is your posture, that is your deportment, how you walk, how you carry yourself as a lady. Kindly forgive the noise in the background. Then our point number 5, language and conversation. Language and conversation. You have to weigh what you can say around different groups of people, different social circles, the words that come out of your mouth. Okay, so watch your language. You're a lady. You're a lady. Watch your language. Watch the topics that you can address, topics you can speak about, and those that are no-nos. There's some topics that are totally no-nos, depending on some circles. Could be religion, could be politics. You weigh, because you have that sixth sense and you're a sensible person. So you weigh. then you also don't take up, too much of the conversation. Let others speak as well. Get to know other people. Give them a chance to speak. Let them talk about themselves as well. But a person who dominates a conversation becomes quite boring, and that's what people will remember you for. So be courteous in that way. Be courteous in that way. That leads to our next point anyway, which was courtesy. Be courteous in that way. When you speak, be clear, okay? Put your point across, okay? Have a good time, have a good laugh, but then always have some flavor when you're speaking. So be remembered for the good that you said and not the bad. Weigh what you can say. Don't reveal too much of yourself as well. Don't become too, should I say, I don't want to use the word intimate, or don't share things that otherwise you don't have shared. Like, let's say, you visited a gynecologist just before a certain meeting and you want to relay that to your team members or a client. No. So a lady watches her conversation anyway, yeah? A lady watches her conversation. Now moving on to courtesy quite quickly. Courtesy. These are little things that I teach children, but are quite important. They are key. They are key to adults as well. Courtesy leads to your driving. Do you form a second line and a third line? Our Ugandans do that a lot. It's so annoying. But you're a lady. Are you courteous enough? Do you let people pass? Are you kind to others? Do you say thank you? So those little words we used to teach children. Thank you. You're welcome. Please, may I? You need to use them as an adult. You need to be kind to other people. Those magic words are quite important. Do you also keep your promises as much as possible? When you're going to be late, do you at least apologize and say you'll be late? Don't take people for granted. So be courteous as a woman, as a lady, and courteous to everybody around you, not just to your bosses or colleagues, courteous to everybody who helps you. Remind yourself of this all the time, and that's what people remember you for. As an African lady, we call it Ubuntu Bulamu. That's in I should say in Luganda, but Ubuntu I think is the same meaning all across Africa. It's quite key. It is important for a lady to be courteous, to be gracious around others. Then an African lady should be a good hostess. I speak about this quite a lot when when we're talking about bridal showers. With my friends Angela and Nyla, the three of us speak at bridal showers, Fab Home Fairies. Yay! So you have to be a good hostess, whether you like it or not. This entails a lot, but there's just some simple things that are no. A glass of water that are key that you need to practice no matter what. A glass of water for your guests. How you receive your guests at home. A little bite here and there. Are you going to serve them tea or lunch? Is the house clean? Is it comfortable? What do your toilets look like? What do your washrooms? Sorry, what do your washrooms look like? The kitchen, the food. How do you plate the food? All these things matter. They'll remember you for that. So whether you're single or married, as long as you're an African woman, what kind of hostess are you? You've been to people's homes and you wonder how they do it. You feel so comfortable, you don't want to leave. I tell people to always have a bottle of red dry wine, whether you take wine or not. This is, of course, not to apply to maybe my Muslim sisters. But a bottle of dry red wine, that's a good thing to have. So you can pour someone a glass of wine. Be a good hostess. Be a good hostess. Practice that, and that's something you can teach your children as well. And also your house helps will learn from you. If you're a good hostess, don't expect them to know all these things. And then you quarrel with the maid just because she couldn't do something a certain way. Teach her, and this is how she will know that your home, things are done differently. You serve people, you have clean trays, little things here and there. But be a good hostess. Then, this point should actually have come after conversation and language, but you have to be well informed. You cannot afford to say that, oh, I'm a woman, I don't know, I can't speak about this, No, not at all. Because as an African lady still, you have to be a confident African lady. You have to be able to walk into different rooms, different circles, and network. So be well informed as much as possible. That means you have to read a lot. You read about what's going on in the world. Be on your Twitter. so that you can be able to apply yourself in different circles, know what's going on around you. Okay, I have clients, some gentlemen who call me and they want me to train their wives so their wives can fit into certain circles. You know, the husband could be a CEO somewhere and his wife has to travel with him, has to go with him to different functions here and there. And right now we've been opened. Now people are having more and more events. Be well informed as a woman. An African lady doesn't sit back. She's got her brain screwed on right. Okay? So that's how you carry yourself. Be well informed. Be well informed as much as possible. And please, that doesn't mean that you don't ask. In case you don't know about something, ask. Ask, and that creates good conversation as well. Nobody knows everything. Be interested, take an interest and ask questions. Don't just sit there and just nod your head, just answer one question. Yes, no. Share in conversation and be confident about this. You see that word comes up quite a lot. And then last but not least, which also still deals with grooming, I should say, but you need to be clean as an African woman. Clean meaning, yes, your body, your home, your family, your office, your workspace, wherever you are, your car, if you drive one, everything around you. You need to be clean. You need to be clean. You know, dirty sinks, as a bathroom sinks, dirty hand towels, you know, the dirty car, if you drive a car, the clothes that you wear, your children, keep them as clean as possible, your husbands, your partners. I say this again over and over again, your husband is your brand. So what does he look like when he steps out of the house? You have to be a clean woman. There's so much more I could say about an African lady, but this was to do with how an African lady should carry herself. Okay? This is what people see, what you portray, the outside. So I hope these points have really made a difference. I hope that you can start something. Maybe I've mentioned something that you were not doing before. Please do that. I want to hear from you, okay? And let's represent our continent as best as we can. Woot woot. I can't wait to hear from you. Next time I'll be sharing again. I'm going to do this as often as I can. Please do share this. Please do subscribe and like. All right, ladies. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, this was for ladies, but of course maybe there's some gents watching this. You can share this as well. Thank you so much and take care. Bye-bye.